My greetings. It is time for more Dragon Age. So let us go. Man, I wanted to play this game like all day. One of the things that's going to be difficult about is streaming it just once in a while. Is it already grabbing out? Don't use start. I may have to restart it here. 1 second. Apologies. Okay. One more time. This was, so yesterday was my first attempt at streaming this game. Ran into some technical foibles, which I worked out afterwards and earlier today, but alas. I think something about this main menu and my webcam, some voodoo. Anyway, I'm gonna re-enable the camera just as soon as I get into the game. But yeah, so yesterday I played the first couple hours or so, got to the point in the game where I am now the Inquisitor. The Inquisition is back in effect, and the game has opened up quite a bit, and now I'm trying to kind of raise the Inquisition's influence over the land. Yeah, stuff like that. Adventure forth, and so on. I'm in a part of the game called the Hinterlands, which I hear tell you could spend a lot of time in. I don't intend to do that, though. I'm not like a crazy completionist. I'm not like compelled to. Here comes a camera. Let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. Hello. Hello. So, if you caught any of this before, you'll notice this game is now running at a more respectable frame rate, a more decent quality level, thankfully. I was running in windowed full screen yesterday, which was unwise in retrospect. I thought that would... I did that to try and address some problems with I was having with my webcam or whatever, but I didn't think that it would cause terrible consequences on frame rate and whatever else, and I only thought about that after the fact. In the Hinterlands now, I guess I can do a whole bunch of stuff. There's just, you got your map, and there are quest icons and whatnot. There are even these rifts. So I was inclined actually to go locate the artifact. I'm gonna go and try and mess up one of these rifts here and see what happens, because that's just like gonna be fighting. Also, I have this ridiculous, like, look at this ridiculous weapon. there's like a flaming dragon nail thing, I'm not going to... I was thinking, I don't know. It feels almost like cheating to have this thing. I think it's like a DLC weapon. I'm not even sure why I have it. It was just like, when I bought this game on Origin the other day, it was just like, and here you get DLC weapons. So I'm going to pretend like I don't have it. I'm just going to go back to this. This is what I should have. It's still pretty badass, frankly. So, no stupid DLC weapons for me. I will earn them, damn it. Yeah. There's my homeboys. These are the only party members I have access to so far. I had an initially negative reaction to Varric. I actually didn't play Dragon Age 2. I think it's literally the only BioWare game I haven't played, and I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, actually. But my first impression of him was like kind of negative in this game, but he comes off as like kind of the cocky whatever. I thought I like wasn't supposed to like him or something like that. But hearing some of his bantering with Cassandra, it's one of my other party members, he seems like he's kind of okay. Redcliffe Road. Oh, red blips on the radar. Okay, let's throw down, shall we? Fighting in the trees. My whirlwind. It's a pretty awkward place to be fighting. Oh, I am totally dead. I gotta watch out for that. I'm playing on the hard difficulty. There's also a nightmare difficulty. There we go. Nothing's been like...
It must have been some time since the Renegade Templar faced a mage of any talent.
Whoa, la-dee-da. I haven't run into anything like excruciatingly difficult yet, but for sure some of these guys like burst down my health pretty fast. It does feel like I'm playing on an above average difficulty setting here, but you can adjust the difficulty at any point. Yeah, so I will not be afraid of that. Defeat demons to close a rift, okay. Surprised there's no, whoa. Okay, hold on. What the hell are they? This is like super bad. Wow. Retreat! The hell are those guys? They are... no, they're level 4, so I should be able to take these guys, but we're just getting rocked. Weird place to be fighting. Alright. Prepare for next wave. Can I... wait, can I close this thing yet? Maybe not. Ow. Holy crap. Get out! I think we're dead. No. Wow. He was like on the ground. Peace.
You initially believed our Herald of Andraste was involved in the attack.
Like nothing happened.
Yes?
I did. The evidence seemed damning, given the lack of an alternative.
Yet you changed your mind.
You also heard the voices at the temple. Is it so surprising I listened to them?
Sadly, yes. Too few invested with authority possess the courage to alter their course.
I want to listen to what they have to say,
appearance
but
of weakness.
The truth is more important than my reputation. And anyone wishing to accuse me of weakness is welcome to try.
there are little word bubbles next to the portraits on the left-hand side where you could kind of see who's talking if you can't tell right away. There's like I totally get it, but it's funny how there's just kind of like not even an attempt to justify why like 3 of your people are dead, but one of your guys is still alive, and you get like 15 feet away from like 9 demons, and then everyone is back to life and just kind of teleported to your location. It definitely is convenient that it works that way, but try not to. I hope you don't suffer from whatever I suffer from and end up thinking about why such things are the way they are. Just accept them. You'll be happier. I need to like. So that was pretty. I don't know. I could probably like slog it out over there, but I'm just gonna come back there later. I think I kind of got my ass kicked. Yeah. But lived to tell of it. My other party members gained a level, I guess, at some point. I'm not like I should check to see what is actually happening when they auto level, but I'm just like auto leveling them. I'm not bothering to pick and choose their abilities. Okay, so I fast traveled back to one of my camps and it's all good. I have all my health back and so on. I guess you spend a good amount of time in this map like picking new locations and so on. What is that? That thing is pretty sinister looking. I think I want to say I've done that already, but it's not like cleared on the map, so maybe not. Look!
At the skull. Skull illuminates certain objects in the distance.
Oh.
I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
That's funny. Alright. Oh, I see. So you're trying to... You look around, you spot little shards, and looking for J.J. Abrams' lens flare. Okay. So 4 of 4 shards spotted. I have no idea what a shard actually is. I guess I will have to find one to find out. I know what a shard is in Bastion. And in the Dark Crystal. Not in Dragon Age. Let's see. Okay. Shard. Search for any shards. Okay. Well, let's go get a shard. Now my curiosity is piqued. P-I-Q-U-E, not the other spelling. By the way, jerks. Sorry. What the hell am I talking about? Playing some Road Warrior music here. Something's going down. It's kind of cool. There are these like fights between different factions. It's just guys like slugging it out, and they are all, I guess both these factions are my enemies, so you just kind of let them soften each other up a little bit and go in and clean up. Or step on a giant frost landmine. Alright. Anyone? That'll do it. Gotta use a potion already. So you have 8, at least for starters, you have 8 potions to share between your party members, and they work instantly and give you back like something like 70% of your health.
Interesting.
but then
I cannot say what it is. It must be
Oh.
illuminated the object.
That's not good. Yeah, but then you got to go back to one of your camps to refill on potions. So definitely some Dark Souls Estus flask influence, but much more forgiving. In Dark Souls, there's like a drink animation time, and you could be interrupted and all this kind of stuff. It doesn't seem like those are real considerations here. Lesser Terror is what this is called. Only mildly terrifying. Keeps knocking me on my ass. Alright. It's like a Godzilla movie. It's just lying down the whole time. Pretty hurt. I think you could even, yeah, you could even, looks like you could drink the potions from like any position, really. Flat on your back. That's all good. That is hurting me just by standing in it. Is he teleporting around? Close fade. Can I? Let's see. Try and close one of these rifts. Boom. Did it work? Sweet. No one even says anything. I feel so unwanted, dejected. Oh, left on D-pad. And I got chat open here, folks in chat. Hello, by the way. So I will glance over from time to time and read things that I feel stupid for not knowing. It switches. So let's see, where am I? Something on the map. Collect shard. Okay, well. There's a bunch of dudes down there. Let me see what this is. Oh, it's just more of these shards. I mean, I'll go get them. The game hasn't actually told me why I need them, but they can be collected, so they must be useful. This is some craziness. Okay, got one. The dudes with the shields are the most trouble. Okay. Could have gone worse. There's a lot of dudes around. So that's a thing. I got my. It's funny. This game, you get whirlwind is like an iconic kind of sword fighting ability in these types of games, but you get it pretty fast in this. It's like a low-level skill. Templar archer. Well, let's get him. Oh, he's walking away. All right, fine. I'm just here for the shard. Don't
Perhaps
want
the
to.
Inquisition could determine the nature of these objects.
Yes, perhaps. Perhaps. Landmark. All right, let's go to the landmark. Whoa. Wrong door. Yeah, I don't want to go in there. Just go get the other shard. I'm gathering all these herbs, but I haven't bothered to like. I mean, I can guess what they are for, but I haven't actually used any of them yet. Rebel Spellbinder. Boom, hello. Oh, hurt? Pretty chaotic. That's my taunt. Okay. I don't know what that is. Just a big old icy block. I think that may have been my mage dude's spell. It's like creepy chanting or something coming from that place. Maybe that's what shards sound like, actually.
Here, let me try.
Go for it, yo. Varric is gonna pick a lock. You gonna do it?
Here, let me try.
I guess I have to actually switch to him. Let me try gave me the impression that... No lock-picking minigame, I guess for that we can... I suppose we can give thanks. We've all probably played enough of those at this point. And there's some good ones. Usually have fun with that stuff. Dwarven Runecraft. Okay, yeah. Did not come to this building to read about Dwarven Runecraft, to be frank. I'm just gonna, like, you know, there's this shot. If I die here, I tell my wife I love her. Okay. Power 5. So I do want to, like, yeah, I want to get to that. Getting the camps is pretty important. I'm gonna go to this camp and make my way to the west. Great. Let's see. Is this anything? It's like a quest marker. Blood Lotus. Sounds like a movie. Map to a waterfall. That's cool. It's like a bow lying on the ground. I mean, here's a waterfall. disappoint. I guess maybe it said behind it? Like up here or something? It's not an Uncharted game. Probably not supposed to be doing this. Okay, well. I guess that's what happens when you try to swim. Don't swim with the giant two-handed sword, folks. It's the theme, the overarching theme of Dragon Age Inquisition. Where was I going? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going this way. Is there anything more like MMO feeling than dropping down a mountain and then like taking like 40 damage like 3/4 of a second after you land? That is like the quintessential MMO experience. Of course, this isn't an MMO, but little aspects of it do feel like one. Back in the old EverQuest days, if you were a monk, you actually like could level up a feather fall type of skill just by falling over and over. You'd get these guys who just like throw themselves off of cliffs repeatedly for hours on end. It's pretty amazing. And the shield guys are bad news. Can't see. Just go to town on this guy. Heal. Those guys are tough. Loot. Is this... This looks like the kind of camp I can play, or I can claim rather, but I guess not. Yeah, so I want to go to that. And that will be useful if I can get there in time. Yeah, the limited potions is interesting. It just sort of gates just how far you can go on a given sort of trek. It means you can't really journey out. It's almost like a supply line limitation, which is cool. Makes me want to claim these camps and just sort of extend my influence that way. Then I can fast travel to more of those locations and what have you. I should double check my quest log though to see. I think there's probably like a main thing I'm supposed to be doing, which I don't remember what it is at the moment. can't help but look in here. It's on my way. Cave up north. I think I'm gonna get a new camp here. Set
We
up
could
camp.
make a camp here.
Yes. I was thinking the same thing. Okay. Oh, I can actually do this. Craft item. So, geological survey, I get +1 power. That's cool. Did that just, I guess that gave me experience also.
I've news, sir.
Report.
What is
Number
it?
1.
This may be worthwhile.
What? Oh. Okay, field tents. Inquisition soldiers and agents out in the field sorely need shelter from the elements. Looks like I can already make this. Okay. Y'all got some field tents. On me.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Okay. I'm beginning to see a pattern. I need velveteen and decorative gems. Alright. So I guess that's a, yeah, you like, as you kill stuff, you get components, and then you can craft stuff that is like contributing to the Inquisition somehow, something like that. Got it. Big fat question mark. That's tempting. It'd probably be really hard to jump with that sword on your back, I'm gonna say. But jumping is probably like the single, apart from the not dying, is like the most unrealistic aspect of almost all video games. I'm just like accepting these quests without really stopping to consider them. Is that a rift? That is a rift. It looks like it is one. Ow. These guys keep knocking me down. What is going on? I close it. So prompt. More guys. What the? Okay. Ow. Get up. Man. A lot of crazy pyrotechnics happening. It's hard to tell what's going on sometimes. But I hold down the attack button and stuff dies. Now can I close it? Now I can. Dreamer rags. Okay. Well, so this is... These Illuminati pyramid things are landmarks on the radar. All my love, Elena. Okay. Check out those guys. Those are Druffalo. These are the constellation thingies. I'm gonna go do it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get up there. Maybe here. Ugh. Need to get up there. Ow. This way? Red hip on the radar. Someone to murder. Go. Dealt with.
Know what I like about you, Chuckles? Your boundless optimism.
It's comforting that whatever qualities I lack, you'll invent for me, Varric.
No, really. Why else would an elven apostate help crazy chantry folk close a hole in the sky?
When you put it like that, I mustn't cede your point.
Okay. This was kind of fun, the first one. I was confused for a little while, though. You have to, like, draw these little constellations without drawing a line. I couldn't tell what the goal was, but it's in the lower left corner there. This one seems quite a bit harder. Oh, this is already wrong. Restart. So, like, here... This'll do it. It's cool. Those are pretty satisfying. Okay. Now then. What's that? Dungeon entrance. That is pretty tempting. Quest location. May go there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. That's cool. Pretty dense amount of quest coverage. What do we got here? Landmark. Oh wait. Nothing. That's good. I've already been there. Okay. This I believe is the main quest in this area, getting horses. Frame rate still kind of chugs a little in times.
This
Which,
must
again,
be the Horsemaster.
probably more my system than the game, and plus streaming and whatnot. But yeah, running a lot, a whole night and day difference compared with yesterday. Oh, even our dwarf can't pick that lock. All right. Search. Yeah,
Might
no
be
kidding.
something here. Better take a closer look.
It's a strange tutorial for the searching. It's like, you should go to the door. Alright.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Watch yourself, Inquisition. It's ugly out there.
Okay, Master Dennett, what's up?
Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horseman. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
That's right.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden on the road like a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts, once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Got a problem with me?
I'm sure the Inquisition has plenty of time to win the confidence of a retired stable hand.
Yes, and then this retired stable
My character
hand
has
will
kind
get
of
you
got
some
a
real horses
Sigourney
instead of the
Weaver thing
crap
going
you've
on.
got now. My wife Elena manages farms, and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you anyway. Then you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow-neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Okay. Okay.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
Is that a... It sounded like a euphemism.
I'll speak with you later.
Well, hold on. What was the person I was supposed to talk to? I guess that's it. I don't want to do no horse racing. Left stick to gallop. B to dismount. To summon your mount. How very MMO. Summoning mounts. I remember when summoning was for demons, not mere mounts. Okay. Okay, well. What the hell's my party doing meanwhile? I just like ditched them? Or I guess we're just all magically on the same horse or something. Let's see. Okay, so I get off. Alright, yeah. Yep. Just don't ask too many questions. Don't worry about it. I don't think I've been to this one. But can this horse go vertical like the Skyrim horses? That. Aw, man. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Let's locate some shards. Spot some shards. Oh, kind of fun little mini game. More? Alright. Blech. Well, what now? Locked door. Mess of shards. Astrarium. Did I not get that one? No, I did get that one. And there's another camp. Well, I just want to open this place up, so I'll go there, and then I'll get the other camp. But first... Where's the mount? There we go. Call mount. I guess I can't be whirlwinding while... I don't know. I have to go down here. There we go. Yeah. It's good. It works. Man, any game with, I guess the two games with good, like really good horse riding stuff are Red Dead Redemption and I guess Shadow of the Colossus. There are others. I've never, yeah, making like, oh dude, I do not want to mess with that guy level 8. Are you kidding me? It's another kind of MMO contrivance. Just like looking at an enemy and seeing his level, and then using that to determine like, oh, I'd better not fight this guy because I'm level 4 and he's level 8. This guy, on the other hand, should be no problem. It's an unfortunate end to that. So I want to be up there. Oh boy. I think the path there is... yeah, not the way I want to go. How come no bird squawking sound as the birds fluttered away? I don't know, fine, I'll do that. I'm in town. I guess this is a small example of why people get stuck in the Hinterlands. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff to do for sure. Is this the... music just started? Some dude's fighting over there. There's supposed to be like a bandit camp thing. Alright, kill them all. Hey, it's Sledgehammer. That might be better than what I'm using. Oh, he's got a little fancy teleport. Houdini splicer style. That's annoying. There you go. Ferelden, Captain Longsword. It's probably better than... I bet that's better than what, what's her name is using. I wanted inventory. Let's see. Yeah. Sledgehammer is better. Let's do it. That's a pretty disappointing, equip sound. It just, like, goes... I want, like, a big fat... Shink! Come on. Equipping a big fat... Brilliant staff. How can you not read that in a British accent? Brilliant. It's very clever. Oh. Is this the camp? I don't know that I would call this a camp. More of like a crazy cult hangout. Oh, maybe running in here was a terrible, terrible idea. Why can I not? Am I like already dead? I think I'm already dead. Yeah. I was wondering why it wasn't letting me... maybe I don't need to bail out of there. Mage is pretty cool. These burning dudes. Oh man, I got 2 down. Kill him, Varric. Yeah, I noticed. Well, it didn't go so well. At least you get chances to kind of very sort of failure tolerant, as it were. You can have multiple guys drop down before you finally decide, this isn't for me, I better get out of here. Tower shield guys. What am I even doing here? Oh, right. I wanted to go all the way over there. Red Cliff way up there. I'm gonna go back.
Nothing
Tiled map. Is that like my main headquarters thing? I think it might be. Oh, it's a lot of stuff. I like how in these kinds of games, like, the guy who has to, like, think of the animator who is, like, assigned the task of, like, we need a mining animation. It's like, well, what are you mining? I don't know. A bunch of stuff. Where are you mining it? A bunch of places. So the character just ends up going. They might as well be, like, typing on a keyboard or something. It's like the most non-specific animation possible. I find it mildly amusing. Local map. Whoa. Sounded like an arcade game for a second there. Why does walking through this trigger a map? I don't know. Speak of the smith. I mean, okay, let's go there. Oh, full-on loading time. Spellbinder. I got the foot soldier already. Big old loading screen. A giant treatise on rebel mages to read while the game is loading. That's cool. Plenty of lore. The combat seems interesting. I'm sure you could play it like very tactically, which I have not been. I've been more kind of slogging it out and letting my party do most of the work. But I bet if you play on Nightmare, you probably have to use the tactical view a lot more. Yeah. It must have been... You know, the original Dragon Age, you pretty much had to play it more of like a tactics game. It was more like the old school... I didn't play the console versions. I played it on PC, where it was like a straight-up isometric perspective with like turn-based combat and so on. Closer to like something like Divinity that just came out this year. So here they're kind of balancing the much more action-y, whatever, third-person in-your-face thing with still, you know, trying to be true to their roots or something like that. Okay. Haven. That's a crazy-sounding bird.
Master Harry said we weren't to...
Ah, you're awake and out of Lady Cassandra's clutches.
Yes, I've been...
Here I paid that little knife ear to inform me the moment you were free. No matter, no matter. Segrin, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done. Hopefully, we'll still do.
Such as?
What do you think I'll be doing?
I feel like I was supposed to talk to all these
Word's
guys before
already
I
spreading that if anyone
went to the
close
Hinterlands.
that lighted thing in the sky, it's you. Anything you need is yours.
You don't get like the Mass Effect style cinematic dialogue
Supplies are a
cameras
little
for
tight,
these
given circumstances.
nobody NPCs. Okay,
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
I actually have to go to the table to look. Buy, sell. I mean, okay, buy Barbarian Mall. Nice and clear interface there. You get the kind of green and red bars to show the relative differences between things, so that's cool. Relatively clear, I should say. Still a lot of little icons that these are like modifications and things. Things I can craft. Recipes and stuff. Okay. Buying stuff in RPGs, Western RPGs at least, almost never useful. It's all about finding stuff. So Varric is just chilling here. I guess I can actually talk to... Okay.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
This is all bullshit.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in stride.
Better than most of us, then. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
That's cool. Yeah, Varric's alright. It seems I have misjudged you, Varric. Yeah, these people gotta keep it down. It's so noisy. Thren.
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need?
No, my lady, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier.
Okay.
Oh, you're her. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fulfill our requisitions, appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this position run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Okay.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Logging stand. Frame rate kind of takes a bit of a dive around here on all those guys. Cutscene?
Your
Cutscene.
kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die.
Hey, I
Shut
think
your mouth, mate!
I recognize that guy.
Nightcap.
That's not my title. We are not Templars any longer. all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Duties. Okay. Thank you, you have saved my frame rate.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide back order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
If the authority hadn't completely failed, the conclave wouldn't have been needed.
So you suggest I blame the Chantry and exalt a murderer? What of justice?
That won't help restore order in the here and now.
Order will never be restored so long as this rebellion is allowed to fester.
The twist is the Chancellor here is really a good guy. That would be like a shocking twist in anything involving a Chancellor, I think.
And not a cathedral full of chancellors.
The stuff of night.
Chancellor.
Mock, if you will. I'm certain the Maker is less amused.
Okay.
I will keep the peace while you and the other appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame. You will be right beside.
Okay. What's up?
Speak
more stuff in here.
Word. Sing
I ain't
only
reading
the
that.
chant. Then the golden city is thine.
It's like a dungeon or something down here. What's all this then? Founding of the Chantry. Oh, I don't have my my party isn't with me here. That makes sense. Oh, if I were a rogue. I didn't notice if there's any kind of encumbrance or inventory limit or any of that nonsense. Which hopefully is a good sign. Okay. Cool dungeon dudes.
Researcher Minet. Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
Great. Is this this is like the most emo dialogue response in any RPG ever. I gotta see it.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
I was hoping it would be a lot whinier than that.
To imagine that mundane matters fall in tumultuous times. The Chancellor does not speak leading troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced.
It's a pretty awkward conversation. I have like my ear to her.
Even
I can't
if
turn.
he never remembers them.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But they are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison
Pretty cool
is
sledgehammer
false,
thing.
I do not
Shiny.
see it as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods.
That's not a real French accent, is it?
If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Okay.
Farewell.
Until next time.
Let's do this. I think I can like unlock some of these Inquisition perks and things at the point. Hello, War Council. Access to missions. Mission operations. Take position, resources, and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required when undertaken by the associated advisor. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them.
That's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many...
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
5% increase in XP from killing dudes. Opens up a new dialogue option related to criminal activities. And it's sufficient XP. Interesting. Opens up 10% chance to receive extra herbs. Grants significant increase to the discovery range of the searching action. Nah. 50% XP for each codex entry unlocked. Merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more for items sold. These are all pretty so-so, but I guess they're just the starting ones. Grants an additional... yeah. Increases inventory capacity. Oh boy, I was just talking about inventory. Adds one more potion slot. That actually sounds useful. But I only have one perk. I think the very first thing I saw sounded... I'm gonna go with this... I mean, it's only 5% XP increase, but 5% over the duration of this game may be significant. So where are these missions? Rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. Gather coin. Varric's Revenge.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. I don't entirely... Soldiers missing in Ferelden. I see. Interesting. Missing soldiers have been found. Okay, it's instantly completed. New area unlocked. Oh, so I can already go to a new area. Not now though. Huh. Weird. Okay, so yeah, I spent power resource in the lower right corner, which I'd been accumulating through the Hinterlands questing, and then I completed one of these missions, and that unlocked a new area. That's in progress. Completed, available. So I can assign... I see, so I can assign my dudes to go...
To work?
Do these missions. Which is still figuring this out, but I kind of got it. Trust a nobleman's concerns. Not gonna do that one yet. Okay.
Let us begin.
Okay. I see, and that is another area that I unlocked. A lot of missions. Huh. Okay. Weird. Okay. Crispy in chat pointing out that you get different mission outcomes depending on who you send to do the work, which is sort of implied. Yeah, that all sounds pretty cool, actually. Have some juggling there, or some decision making about which approach you want to take. You get your soldier guy, or your spy master and whatnot. They will resolve those things in different ways.
As the moth sees light and goes towards flame.
Oh no, what are these giant heads on my map now? Oh. Oh, okay. My party members.
So we're here just like that. Should we surrender or...
Don't be foolish.
According to this, Liliana should be right here, but I don't see her.
That prattle from Battle Royale isn't politics. It's politics. Do you think the mages will be able to seal the breach?
I heard some...
Did I get what this guy needed? No.
Can I help you with something?
No.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
People just magically appeared. This place is like busier now.
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the injured as soon as possible.
What's going on?
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador. You can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
I'm sure this is a good guy.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. The faithful flock here each day.
But allow me to introduce you to a brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durelion lent Justinian's lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock.
Lesai.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
It's quite a clipboard thing she's got.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Thanks, dude.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
I'm glad for your help. I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
These were all conversations I was probably meant to have had. Would have been slightly more appropriate to have had prior to hanging out in the Hinterlands for a while.
Thank you.
Turn in research, okay.
Please tell me if you find something.
Hello?
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
Found something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Okay.
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Alright.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
Sure.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Yep. Roger that.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me.
Ooh. It's a lot of stuff about the Maker. Elder Scrolls games really threw down the gauntlet with the amount of like optional reading material in games. So it's not something that can go unchallenged. Okay. Spheric still. What else was I supposed to do around here? Anything? Merchant. Speak with a smith. Okay. Okay, I should actually do these things. And this guy. Ezio Auditore di Firenze.
If you're not using them later...
Can I help you with something?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
I bring it to the table.
One of my boys...
There we go. Alright, healing mixture. +1 power. Okay. I need this logging stand thing. Okay. I think I want to go this way. It's the merchant.
Darkness comes upon me. I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
That's a different dude.
I shall endure what you have created.
There's the breach. Oh, I think I want to go the other way. Can I summon my horse in here? I don't think so. I see. So, Liliana's already done. Skirmisher bow, Elven cowl. Stuff.
Been a while since I built one of these. Ready to make it, I guess I
don't think there's anything there.
Paid you as much attention as he pays everyone else.
Don't talk like that, boy. I lived through the siege of Dennerton where the make is
made. Okay. What the hell is Cassandra doing over there? Apothecary. Let's go here.
Creator, judge me whole.
Horsey.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Garrett in the Hinterlands.
Oh,
Arms.
and
I
who
see.
are you to be
It's an
fishing
upgrade.
around for what the higher ups are doing?
Craft weapons. Modify armor. Craft armor. Let's talk to this dude first.
Expected you, big boy. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. You should have what you want just outside.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Right.
Right. Big fat warhorn thing. What do those even do? Are those just for show? Okay, so this is like legit pretty good, and I can make it. Oh. I see, so you can craft out of different materials. Let's do it. Rename it. No thanks. I see, so it does... Alright. Crafting.
Good.
Now to equip. Armor. This is the thing that I... Yeah, so that's like quite a bit better than what I had. Elven Cowl. Man, I don't know about the look of these here hats. Bonus melee damage though, gotta do it. Scout mail. Let's give him that. Scout coat. Man, you don't get the... We won't get to see... It's quite a trade-off. You don't get the chest hair anymore for some increased armor. I don't know that that's worth it. Yeah. Where's... Okay, it's Cassandra. Get rid of that thing. I guess really the elf should get the... Whatever. Yeah, everybody gets dumb hats. Whoa, 6... No. Alright. Oh, I think I found another thing like that. Raider's Greatsword. Okay. Anyhow. Modify weapons, modify armor.
You need something? Let me know.
Craft weapons also. Staff blade. Well, this is pretty cool. So yeah, the crafting ingredients like influence which kind of item you'll get. Cool.
Looks fine.
That's that. And I also want to go here, just in case. Yeah, there is. I saw. There is in fact an option. Yeah, that helmet is just a little silly. There is an option to. Is it under display? No. To not show the helmets. Yeah. Yeah. So I get all the benefits of the helmet without looking like a goofball. Maybe one day I'll get some super badass Dark Souls armor or something, and I'll wanna sport the helmet. But when you're having like NPC conversations and stuff, oops. Huh. I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Not now. But yeah, I guess these are the times when you can kind of... Oh man, more commotion? Yeah, it looks. I don't know why I didn't feel more inclined to talk to Varric. I don't know, have like a big long conversation with Varric. I'll do that at some point, but I want to. I don't feel like I've earned it just yet or something. Upgrade potions. That sounds handy. Tonics and something else. Unknown grenade. Healing potion. Okay. Missing ingredients. I see, so they restore like a fixed amount of health, which right now
Thank you
is
for
a large
hurrying with the
amount.
potions. We have so many injured.
We'll get them back on their feet. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
My thanks for any part you played in that.
That's the giant quest beacon
You can pay me back
column
by
on him.
fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look
My
for
webcam is being wacky. With the zoom. Doesn't know where to look. Okay.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Understood. Okay. It looks
Perhaps
like
another time.
tonics belt. I can read while jumping. I just solved like 90 quests at the same time. Where's Solace?
Stay. Blessed heroes sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields, see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Man, I hate all of those. I can't.
We mean ruins and battlefields.
Answer
Any
of those
building
things.
strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You don't get a lot of bald elves in games, or in other places.
I've never heard of anyone going so far.
He's
in the
very,
Fade. That's extraordinary.
kind of a
Thank
Vulcan.
you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the templars have the power to seal the breach.
Okay. Is this like his home? plays a little loot there. Frame rate gets a little bit sketchy here in Haven. Okay, what is this? World map. Oh, the notes thing is like right there. Acquisition for, oh, and that's where the logging stand thing is. Actually kind of want to do that stuff. Scout the storm. Okay. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff. Which is cool. As long as you don't get kind of choice paralysis. I'm going back to the War Council thingy because one of my missions was already completed. Let's see what happens there. Chugging a bit. I get a longsword like one that I already have. That's it? Okay. Amulet of Power. Okay, so I sort of get it. So I need more power to do that one. I can do this one. If I send Liliana, Rumor of Assassins. If we promise them, let's do this assassin thing.
Let's see what we have.
That's cooler. And I don't have enough power. I only need one more power to do those, though. Okay. Okay. Well. A lot of stuff happening on the map. So I can switch to the world map, and that's the Hinterlands. Okay, that's the other place that I just unlocked. Okay, so I'm already out of the Hinterlands or whatever, but it seemed, yeah, okay. I saw people saying they spent like hours and hours and hours in there. And I see how I see, no. Yeah, structurally it was interesting because the game kind of pushed me into the Hinterlands, like out of that Haven area, so it seemed like I was just supposed to stay there and keep doing stuff. The part where you like go back to Haven and kind of cash in is not super obvious, so that's probably why people are not getting that there are these other places that they can kind of go and explore right away, and that's why they're kind of getting stuck in the Hinterlands for a longer period of time. Getter in chat is cluing me in to unlock an area called Val Royo, which is where you get the next batch of party members apparently, and that does sound tempting. Yeah, the party members in BioWare games are like typically kind of the stars of the show, aren't they? For sure. And Mass Effect 2, one of my favorite BioWare games, they're definitely the show stealers. You don't really remember like the main story of the game so much, but you remember the characters and their particular situations and like the loyalty missions and that sort of thing. I thought that whole structure was pretty cool in that game. Music started. What horrible swamp are we in? Seemed like it was a swamp.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think reading's for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or Legion peasants. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting the Avar butcher the Inquisition's people.
I appreciate it. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallow Mire. Maker willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
I have no idea how she got here. I guess she's just in camp. Okay, whole new area. A little more Inquisition officer stuff I can't make. Yeah, I needed that logging stand thing. That was part of a quest. I probably should have done that, but whatever.
We should search the area.
Yeah, what a brilliant idea. Fisher's End camp. Oh, so that's, oh, okay. I mean, awful nice of the game to like show you where you could go to get a camp. I guess otherwise you would just be wandering totally aimlessly. At least it gives you something to point toward, but yeah, that's how I'll do this. Cool looking area. Fallow Mire. What was the name of the...
Solas, did you ever consider reforming the circle from within? You have both knowledge and wisdom. You could have made a difference.
I admire your optimism. But ask yourself honestly how the Templars would have reacted.
You fear they would have made you tranquil.
There is no doubt in my
Level
mind.
12? See
My
ya?
studies threaten established ideas. I would never have been tolerated.
I suppose you are right. Repairing the damage done will take great effort.
Would they were more like you, Seeker?
A big fat skull icon on the guy indicating he gon' kill me. Whatever, level 12. Okay.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Some Captain Obvious types of voiceover there. Yeah, the fact that they're like level 12 dudes and I'm, what am I? I'm still like level, piddly level 4 or something.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out.
Oh, good. Yeah, I shouldn't be here. Oh, I got one-shotted. I was just trying to pick some herbs or something. Get the hell out. Everyone's dying. Yeah. Yup. I should not have gone there. I guess maybe I'm going back to the Hinterlands after all. You know what? I'm a check out a dungeon. It's called a dungeon. It's gotta be good, right? So, yeah, the good news is it's non-linear and I can... I mean, I like that a lot, actually. I, like, unlock this area. Guys there are higher level than me. So, I intuitively made the decision to get the hell out, as opposed to the game, you know, leading me by the nose from one area to another. There was no real, you know, nothing prevented me from going into that area, having unlocked it. Hey, up here, webcam. My eyes are up here. So yeah, that's cool. I like the openness. I like how this all seems to be structured as I'm starting to get a feel for it. It's not just straight up, totally open world like in a Skyrim or something where you can just walk end to end. But you can unlock the areas sort of non-linearly. And there's obviously a lot more that I could be doing here. I just do kind of... Wow, is there something like right in front of me? Speak with Braun.
Nothing to report, sir.
I don't want to spend the next 20 hours in the Hinterlands or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm in. I like where this is going. I'm starting to unlock these Inquisition perks and meeting more of these characters, or in theory, getting to know my party members better and whatnot. There's a lot of juggling a bunch of stuff.
The Master studying those refugees' weapons until they have any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts. Good place for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spot on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Alright.
Well.
Set these... Okay. Set up watchtowers. Fine, I'll do it. Man, that's actually... Ugh, that's far. Shards, yeah, so many quests and things. A lot of stuff to do. have my mount.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone
My
mad.
party members are just
They
freaking
come
out.
after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Tell me about these
How are
wolves.
these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like dark spawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Right.
Good day to you.
I said good day. Okay. That's the wolf quest. Fine. I can get on my horsey. You're summoned, horse. Like the speed lines there on the horse. I guess this is a good bit faster. Walking around. This is gonna be good. Oh. I'd have done it. Dead Ram Grove. That ram does not look dead to me. I just like totally ignored my quest log because this looked intriguing. What's this? What do we have here then? Intriguing music. Okay. Welp. What do we have here? Hello. Surprise. Those guys are starting to get easier to take down. I guess those guys always were pretty easy, actually. It's just the tower shield dudes are slightly more troublesome. And even those guys, I'm sure if I bothered to, like, try to attack them from behind, it would be fine. Now back to our regularly scheduled. It's not letting me go where I want to go. That was one of the watchtower location thingies. This might hurt. Nah, not really. Summon the horsey. My party members just like disappeared into smoke. Oh, the horse can jump. Okay, cool. Piggy. Look at Piggy. Alright. Nope. Black
These
wolf.
must be the wolves Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
You think? I'd be dizzy by now. Okay. I like that little, cool little effect.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
It is called Wolf Hollow. Oh. Radar says this way. Come on, jerks.
It's a demon!
Whoa. That hurt. I don't like killing wolves and dogs and things in games. What's this guy doing? Onyx. This guy's too
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
cool. Just trying to get to this stuff. Good, good. Now, according to that, secret search, all right. Elf root. Is this something? Brilliant staff. Oh yeah, so I do have a 60 item inventory limit, and I'm at like 40 items now. So, enjoy while it lasts. Being able to hoard everything. Grenades belt. Okay. Cave. Search the river for the package. Oh. I should actually do that. I'm liking my ridiculous sledgehammer thing. Alright, time to... What are all these? Disengage. I see. Oh, okay. I'm Varric on a horse now. That's fine. I'm like... Oh, that's the entrance. Whoops. Seems like a big game. That world map was like... that world map looked real big, and... where am I? What is going on? Weird. Okay, there we go. Who is this? Oh, shit. Despair Demon. I'll see you later. Ow. Okay, that did not go well. I was just trying to close a freaking Oblivion gate, man. Fine. I've been able to actually get away every time I ran into a fight I should not have been a part of, so that's good. I haven't, like, gotten a full-on game over or anything. Speaking of which, I should probably save or something. I think this game is... I think it's auto-saving, like, pretty... The saving is super fast, by the way, which is cool. It's just instant. You can't even tell, which is actually pretty impressive in a lot of RPGs and things that... It's, like, think about what's happening when a game saves. It has to, like, save the entire world state and, like, your progress through all sorts of different quests and whatever. Can be an awful lot of data. So I have a lot of respect for games that can handle that just super quickly and seamlessly. Long load times in games are like
Thank you.
high on the list of the worst thing for me. And it's just really like it can sap my motivation to play the game entirely. Because it can feel like such a penalty. Like if you sometimes you play a shooter or something and whenever you die, there's like a long load time or something just to get back in the game. That I think that kills the whole thing sometimes. this game is doing the full-on, like some of the, you know, there are the occasional long loads in this game, but for the most part, once you're in one of these giant areas, it's all totally seamless, which is cool. We were talking last time a bit about the World of Warcraft 10th anniversary that just happened, and the thing that blew me away about that game was that the entire world was seamless. That had just not been done before in not barely in any game. Stuff like Grand Theft Auto 3 and that some of those games have done it, but in a full-on massively multiplayer game, just being able to walk from end to end or get on like one of the flying travel routes and stuff and just fly through to a new area, that was all really, really cool, I thought. Remains impressive to me. Okay, here's a new camp. That's nice. That was easy to get to.
Whoa!
It's funny, the music does like all the work there as far as the drama. There's like no animation, no voice, no nothing. It's just kind of fade in and fade out, and you got a camp. But there's some cool triumphant music, and you actually feel pretty good about it. You feel good about it inherently because it's a pretty like it's a pretty big deal. To unlocking these camps is opens up where you can go in the world. I kinda sorta wish there was a little more to it than just like getting up to the thing and pressing the A button, like the whatever Far Cry style, having to like clear it out first or something like that and then claim it, but maybe that'll happen later in the game or something like that. Having to work for it a little bit more. Don't know what happened there, but that guy is definitely dead. Oof. Seems like the way the experience and stuff is tuned in this game, that you get like way more for completing quests than from killing dudes, which I get it. And I feel like that's been kind of the trend, but I like fighting in games like this, and I think the fighting is often where you do like the real work, not necessarily in the quest solving. So I like the feeling of leveling up like right after you destroy some dudes with the giant hammer, as opposed to like pressing A on a thing. You know what I mean? Curved dagger schematic. Okay, I want to try something. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This is for science, all right? Ah. Try that again. I was like, take 4 on the woe. Alright. It's about what I expected. Her little, thing, when she gets on the horse, it sounds like she should be, like, winking and doing, like that thing. But I guess that's, like, actually a sound people make when they talk to horses. Mercenary coat.
How do you write as you do, Varric? I can never find the proper words.
You write? Really?
I've needed to describe events in reports. They always come off as...
Dry, boring, lifeless, stale.
You are an ass.
Just help it.
Have I gained a level or something? No. I feel like I haven't leveled in a while. I should actually ditch some of this stuff. Defender coat. Right. I don't have anything good in conclusion.
You find those words.
Where... Winter Watchtower. Say hi to Eddard Stark.
There are Inquisition soldiers even here. I told you we would be safe.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected, stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
I feel like there's some like reverse psychology happening to me here.
This cult. What are you doing out here?
My
what is it you think is happening?
Dad can beat up your dad type of
and shown
coercion.
its imperfection in doing so. The chant of light was a lie. It was arrogance.
Looks like that coat is made of rubber.
The Maker's will, and so we wait in silence.
Oh well.
He has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Sounds fun.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
Good, solid drawbridge portcullis sound.
I suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach, if only in hope of appeasing it.
Breach cult, that's cool. What do we got? Mere lesser terrors. I hate his dad. Dubstep explosion sound. Some more dudes. Ow. guys aren't as tough as they used to be. It's just a good feeling in an RPG. Although, it's starting to mess me up. Here we go. Okay. Yay. So now I'm back to 4 power, which I think a bunch of the war room things required that. Slow. Memories of...
Close the rifts. You are truly the herald of Andraste.
Sledgehammer. Is that what I'm using?
My lady, your mother and sister...
Hopefully later in the game I could get the Super Sledge.
With your father's pardon at the con-
Super Sledge, originally from Fallout, is one of the all-time great melee weapon concepts in a video game. I will put that out there. A frickin' rocket-powered sledgehammer. How good is that?
Excuse me.
It's very
While
good.
you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes? Lady Verna should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Where'd your friend be?
Matchmaking quest.
She is my love, and she should be here. I wrote to her weeks ago. I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and templars would not trouble a young lady.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
You can't just... Yeah. Sometimes, you know... Again, don't ask too many questions. Frame rate.
I was a fool to have doubted you.
Yeah, I know stuff like the whatever, I can drop the tessellation and whatnot. I can optimize the performance some more, but I don't, you know, well, yeah, I may want to tweak with the settings a little bit more, get it a bit more performant. Wow. This is the first video game I've played in like 9 years where you actually like climb a ladder as opposed to like taking the ladder like 9 rungs at a time in some awesome like parkour crazy shenanigan thing.
I greet you. My name is Hindle.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What?
Oh, this is the potion
She
guy.
hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
Hasun in chat points out, isn't the Super Sledge actually from Battle Angel Alita? That is in fact, that is where I first saw this, the Super Sledge concept in the Battle Angel anime, which I suppose manga before it was anime, but yeah, powered sledgehammer. Good stuff, and yeah, I do believe, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Fallout borrowed the concept from that as opposed to deriving it on its own, though I don't know for sure. Okay, this is another place. Sorry, I just actually needed this again. This is too good. Whoops. Hey. Well, disappointing and yet somehow not disappointing.
My father is gone. He wants for nothing.
Oh no. Okay. I accept. Now I feel bad, but it's fine.
So do you feel the pull of
Yes.
in the sign?
I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you?
I don't know
Herald
much
of
about that.
Andraste.
I know the mages and templars want to kill each other. I think
Spread
the
the word.
Maker wants me
Have
to
the
find
believers
someone.
spread word of the Inquisition.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here, the rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
Haven't served me yet. Okay. Power's up to 7. Power's kind of a weird name for it. For some reason. I don't know. Isn't it more like... I love naming stuff in games. Now I gained a level. Yeah, naming weird resources and things. Power. I guess it is kind of the Inquisition's power. But isn't it more like... It's weird that you, like, spend power to, like, unlock access to a new area. Isn't it more like influence or something like that? But close enough, I guess. Power feels very sci-fi to me or something I think of. And obviously that's not the usage of power that they're going for here. But it's also nice horse. Power is also like evil, right? A thing that's a little counterintuitive about like, oh no, I can't fit. I need to get out of here. All these dudes, too many characters. What was I saying? Yeah, the part where you're like the good guys, but you're called, like, I think we all colloquially know the Inquisition to be something bad. So when you, as in like the the Spanish Inquisition, when you think of the Inquisition gaining power, that doesn't necessarily sound like a positive force for change or whatever, but maybe that'll, I would actually expect this game to deal with that as an idea. These... That's a blatant kill steal.
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
Also sounded like a euphemism. Ritz. She got pretty...
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
I guess you should. There's her... Where's it pointing me to? I think that's just pointing me to a quest marker. I don't want that. I want to close this. As long as there aren't any dwarfsons pass. Alright. I can level up. Level 8. I might be able to get... Oh, I don't like the look of that. Rage demon. Raging demon. Good lord. Let me drink a potion. Burning, it burns. Okay. Hey, webcam over here. What the hell is it doing? Hello?
Barrack requires help!
The webcam was trying to hide my shame at another ignoble defeat. Well, living to fight another day though. So I guess just, oh, what's this? World map. I guess that's where, yeah, where you reach the borders. Watch cave. What was this pointing me to? Man. I'll go back here. Why is it not letting me? I guess I'm still considered to be in combat or something. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, for I plan to stream again tomorrow, and I was thinking Tuesday, Thursday, maybe Friday, Saturday, 3 or 4 days a week, something like that, 10:30 p.m. Just keep going till I finish this damn thing, because I want to play through it, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I think for next time, I will like webcam is like obsessed with something on the ground over there. I'm gonna look for a more optimized graphics setting, though this is certainly a lot better than last time, and it all feels very playable, but it's not quite as smooth from a viewing standpoint as what I would like. So I appreciate you folks for tuning in and putting up with the kinks here. So what I wanted to do was close that. The folks in chat talking about which class to start with between rogue and mage and so on. I chose like the two-handed sword-wielding warrior, which is probably the most brain-dead option. Maybe, I don't know if that's fair, but something I do tend to go for in these types of games. Though it really depends, I guess. And I've seen a lot of people talking about like their starting character multiple times, like they start playing as a rogue and then they get class envy, I guess, which often happens in RPGs, and you're like, oh man, nah, I'm not feeling this. I really want to be a mage instead, or something like that. But from what I've played so far, I don't entirely get why that would be a thing, considering you have your other party members. So like you're gonna have every class, like, and it almost doesn't matter what your main character is, because you could just switch to any of the other guys. It's obviously not the same, but like if you don't pick a rogue or something, it's not like you don't get any chance of experiencing that style of gameplay, because you do. Like right now, I could just switch. You know, I could play through all the combats as Varric or something like that, and that's basically playing as a rogue. So I'm not experiencing any class envy thus far. Ooh. Since I just have representatives from just about every class, like, right off the bat. Let me level up, speaking of which. So I can spend a point. The thing I was thinking I would do... This block and slash is like a counterattack. I was thinking it would be cool because there's... Oh, I see, that's actually an active. Okay, bound to the right bumper, got it. And my other guys have not leveled up. Yeah, they don't have points. I have a taunt. So a taunt should combine nicely with a counter slash thing. Seems pretty obvious, but as like a combo, but seems cool to try out. That's it right there. So got a cool little... Oh, alright. Got something happening. That's the block and slash. It actually requires a bit of timing. Close that yet? Round 2. It's kind of weird that the potion use just like pauses the whole game. There might be an auto hotkey for it. What is going on? The camera's just going crazy. Sometimes it can. There we go. Get the hell out of here. This is turning bad. See ya. Bye. Well, that seemed like it was going so well, too. Darn. Those are pretty tough. Watchtower locations. I actually, my guys are all so low that. What is that? I probably shouldn't be doing this.
I sense magical energies ahead. The mages cannot be far.
Okay. Everybody's low. I'm just gonna frickin' die. I'm not gonna do it. You know what, but one more power. Yeah, I'll try it. YOLO, as they say. Because if I get one more power, then I can unlock 2 things. It's a bad hint. Hint is telling me to use potions, but I have no potions. What do you say to that, Hint? That stuff is tricky. Tutorial, one of the, you know, least kind of... what am I trying to say? It's an unsung aspect of game development. Having like a good, smart, dynamic hint system really takes a lot of work and iteration. And a lot of games these days actually do it quite well. Like when it's done properly, you don't even notice it. You kind of only notice it when there are little errors or something like that. Or when a game doesn't bother to teach you something important. And you like play for hours and only then like discover something where you're like, oh my god, I wish I knew about that 20 hours ago. There's probably, I can't think of a great example of that off the top of my head, but I think we've all had experiences like that in games. Enchanted knockout powder ring. That's ridiculous sounding. Well, I really want... anyway, I'm gonna Gonna go back to Haven. It's pretty late. Okay. I think I may get an easy one more power around here. I think there was some quest or something like that that I hadn't cashed in. And then I may call it for now. Because yeah, if I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis, I've done the long, I don't know, I was about to say I've done the long marathons, but these days 12 hours of playing a video game on a stream is not so fancy anymore. 12 hours is like almost the minimum. But yeah, I've never done like an endurance run type of thing where I just play the same game over a long period of time until I finish it. That will be a new experience for me, partly why I just wanted to try it. But part of that involves getting into the groove of it. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. It feels like, which is really cool. It's cool that they made the world feel like there's just a lot going on in it. You got some of these different factions fighting each other and all sorts of different crisscrossing quests and so forth. Cool structure. And I actually prefer this as much as I love the Bethesda style. I really enjoy the kind of the story and character focus of the BioWare take on it. Like I really liked Witcher 2. Witcher 2 I thought was fantastic. Haven't played enough Divinity yet. I had to upgrade my... Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm cutting myself off. I wanted to do... No, not that one. This one. There we go. Yeah, like I was speaking earlier about long load times killing games for me, and I was getting really bad load times with Divinity, and then I upgraded to, I threw more RAM in my PC, and that helped. But Divinity also had the thing for me where like I played it for a few hours and then it's not letting me summon my horse. I'd play it for I got like a little ways in, but then when I came back to it, man, I could not for the life of me remember what I was in the middle of doing, and I felt like, oh, maybe I should just start over, but it was that. So yeah, I just got kind of paralyzed there. Really been meaning to come back to it because I've really enjoyed some of the other Divinity games that I've played, and they throw back specifically to Ultima 7, or the classic Ultima games, which are some of my all-time favorite games. So I really admire that. I can't get up there. I really admire that there's like an RPG series that is like that owes to Ultima specifically. Of course, Ultima is tremendously influential on Western RPGs in general. BioWare's games would not be the same if not for Ultima, and same goes for Bethesda's games. But Divinity is like more specifically referencing Ultima. in terms of the gameplay and even a lot of the interface decisions and things like that. And I think that's rad, because Ultima was amazing in its day.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Okay, if you insist, player character. Wow, controller is vibrating like crazy when I do the sonar. I don't see where it's I don't see anything I can interact with. Dude, I just want to get a logging stand. Okay. The creator of Ultima is working on that Shroud of the Avatar game now that went into early access on Steam just recently. I'm certainly curious to, I mean, Richard Garriott, also known as Lord British, was just like straight up my hero when I was a kid. The Ultima games are so inspiring to me. So I'll kind of eternally be interested in whatever it is that that guy does, especially since he's like been to space and stuff, and having been to space, he's like, oh, let's get back to game development. That's pretty cool that you don't get sick of making games even after doing something like that. But I'm not super big on early access stuff because there's enough great finished games to play. So I will probably wait. But anyway, long rambly way of saying the creator of Ultima is in fact working on a role-playing game in the vein of the classic games that he worked on. Hopefully it'll turn out well. I was just looking for a logging stand. I could see no such thing. You know, this area is called the Hinterlands. Now we're talking Hinterlands. I expected to see some snow. It's a little green and warm looking for based on what I was led to expect. I'm just tracing a ridiculous pattern here. I guess I could probably be using my horse at this point. Leaving little footprints in the snow and whatnot. Good crunchy footstep sounds. Here's some logs. Is this it? Aw, yeah. Okay. Won't let me call my horse, though. This is... I may as well do that on the way back. Or it's funny that the waypoint that you could set has like a kind of a crazy almost scary ambient sound. Usually that stuff is just totally silent in games. I really pay, I really care about audio in audio in games is very interesting to me. I like, as with any aspect of games, I suppose it's interesting to see what choices people make, what they choose to put sound effects on or not, and how they make certain things feel and how they use audio for different types of feedback. Audio is, I think, truly the unsung hero of video games. Rarely given sufficient credit for how much work it does in terms of the overall experience. Though some games get a lot of credit for their for sure. Is this where is this it? I don't know. Supposed to find some notes or something. The sonar is like pinging like crazy, but I'm just mining. Riveting. I don't know. Can't find Homeboy's notes or whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing, or in this purpley quest area. Okay, I'm getting a little hint from chat as to what I was overlooking. Let's see. One more try. Apparently it was on the... Oh. How was I... That's weird. Thank you, Mr. Getter404 in chat. That is something that did not make a ton of sense to me offhand. I didn't realize the sonar ping like straight up revealed things like that. I thought it just highlighted things that already existed. Look at this madness. Training. Okay, return. Let's see. Return the note there. Yeah. That should give me another point. Is this the right way? Varric just chilling.
Though you had granted them power over the very fade itself.
Yeah, it's in here. Ooh. Hello.
I had to use... You're back. And in one piece.
Have some notes.
You said you thought Master Tajin was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
Ha! The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
Farewell.
Oh, okay. So I got a, I can make potions now, I guess.
If you need anything.
Regeneration potion. Lyrium potion. I forgot to get... I just need Dawn Lotus to improve my healing potions. Can I make any of these? Nope. Tonics. It's funny to me that, yeah, the word grenade always seems very out of context in a fantasy game, even though I know there's no... A grenade has always been a grenade, I suppose. There's no old-timey word for it.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse the right.
Summon the War Council. Is it really a war council? Is there like a... I guess there is a war. Oh, I didn't get another PowerPoint.
Chancellor
Oh well,
Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Got some gold. .30 influence. Storm Coast, okay. Okay, yeah, these scout the ones are the ones where new areas get unlocked, I guess. Chantry, or I guess this is another one too. Chantry and Valroyo. Declared. Recommended levels 4 to 7. So that's actually...
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
I'm not worried.
Why can they just talk?
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. Let's do this. Close up on the map. The Maker. Long poem about the Maker. Gain power and influence by sealing fade rifts, establishing... Yeah, so power and influence are two different resources. Yeah, fulfilling requisitions and recruiting agents. I don't think I've done any of the, I haven't done a lot of these things, actually. Claiming keeps, recruiting agents, I haven't done those things. I've done fulfilling requisitions, I've certainly done completing quests, establishing new camps. Sealing Fade Rifts, I have not been doing that well. Routed. Yeah, it's interesting how freeform this structure is, and I can see why many players would just like stay in the Hinterlands and just like want to clear it all out. I'm just much more haphazardly schlepping around between locations. Oh, cool. This is something.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but for a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Okay.
They wish to
Can't go back.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Those are cool. All these statues are different. Neat looking town. Big old cloud and a cutscene.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, no servant of anything beyond her selfish greed.
Let's get to the point.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Dope.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Save me the trouble. It's messed up.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Has there ever been a good guy in anything named Lucius?
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you care to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
He sounds tougher than he looks, gotta say. His armor's cool though.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker...
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Return to Haven? But I just got here. Power required 15. I need more power.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Oh, mysterious arrow. Favors for favors. Okay. Tough shrubs there. And it all. Nope. Okay.
The Templars?
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Okay. Let's see what this map looks like. So there's a bunch of... So this area isn't, like, overly ginormous. But this seems like a good enough place to call it. I think, so there's some stuff I can do here, and there's some stuff, we'll go back to the Haven, get some stuff done there. But yeah, game is starting to open up. Seems like next time we'll meet some new party members, and I will probably spend more time actually having nice BioWare-y conversations with them instead of just rushing through and trying to clear quests and stuff. But yeah, there's just so much to do, and I don't. When I get into the longer conversations in this game so far, I feel almost impatient and want to kind of go on and get to clearing out map icons and things, which is a terrible thing to say actually, because the conversations are really the good parts. I just want to feel like I earned it. But having said that, I will bid you all adieu for now, and thank you very much once again for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow evening, Saturday evening, 10:30 p.m. So take care. Hope you have a good day. Over now.